East Union picks up the win tonight, 54-26, and Coach Tom Dwight joins us. Coach, first off, congratulations on win number 1 of the season. How's that feel?
It feels pretty good. It's nice to see these guys work so hard and then have that pay off. So it's good. You get the taste of victory, so hopefully we can carry that through starting this week too.
What were some of the adjustments you made throughout the game? Big comeback for you guys, down 26-12 at one time, and really changed things in a hurry.
Well, we had a couple of young guys stepped up. I know we've got a freshman that we put in the backfield, and I know he was really nervous, but we had a chat before the game and gave him a little confidence boost and just tell him to use the skills that he has, and Emmett did a really good job. Also, we brought 2 running backs in the backfield, which we hadn't done a lot of that last week and weeks before that during fall practice. And it was good to see that the guys knew exactly what to do. We just got better at technique all week. So it's a couple of adjustments that we made.
You used a lot of different guys in the backfield. I think 6 different guys at least had carries, and quite a few of them had 5 or more. I think for a while we were kind of starting to wait and see who develops as the main guy. But talk about the approach there to use several different guys, and how nice is that to have so many weapons?
Well, it is. I mean, you can see from over the summer we had a lot of guys come in lifting and working hard, and I told the guys when they hired me, the first time I met everybody, that I told them, I said, I don't care what grade you're in, as long as you're willing to step up and take a role and be responsible, and I'll put you in the game. If you prove that you can do that in practice, there's no reason I wouldn't put you in the game. So, and that's exactly what they did.
You really controlled Grizzle's running game in that second half. Who were some of the guys that were stepping up, and what were you doing defensively to keep them in check?
Well, I think defensively we started out in a 3 front, and then we ended up going to a 4-4, just so they contain the outside. 19 is a very explosive person. He's very fast. He's very quick, and I knew that from film study, the other coaches, we knew that he was the guy that we had to stop. And the players did really good squeezing down on the defensive ends to try and squelch the run up the middle, and the outside linebackers had to contain on the outside.
Do you feel like your team's starting to form an identity? I know you talked in the pregame about maybe wanting to establish the pass a little bit more, but you came out and ran it effectively tonight. So what's kind of starting to develop as some strengths here?
I would say, yeah, we were a running team last year, and we're trying to build off of that and develop some receivers. And, you know, we had some shots that we took down at the end zone and also down the field. There was a couple drops, but it's been very promising in practice. We just need to keep working with our hands, and that will eventually carry over to the game.
Yeah, you made a lot of big plays, but you had several other plays out there that you could have made. Are you pretty excited about the potential that you guys have moving forward, getting a little more seasoning?
Well, yeah. I mean, most of the guys that we have starting are either sophomores or juniors. I think our biggest class right now is the junior class. I believe there are 11 of those. So it's good to see those guys that were not starting last year be able to step up and make some things happen.
You had some pretty stout guys on the interior that were able to open up lanes for the backs, and then also hold at the point of attack defensively against Grizzle's running game. Who are some of the guys that you've got in the trenches that you thought played well?
Well, Gage, he was really good. He was at guard. Brody, he was a guard also, and Ethan at center. And Ethan has done a really good, he's our one senior guy that was here and started last year, and he's telling people exactly where to go, and it's that senior leadership that we really needed for the offense, and he just kind of keeps it going. And he'll give me pointers throughout the game when he comes off the field. Hey, coach, this is working, this isn't working. We could possibly run this. So it's things like that I have to listen to the players telling me, because they're on the field, they know exactly what's going on.
You had a lot of guys, as we've talked about, get involved in the running game, but there's no doubt Smith is pretty fun to watch when he reverses field from a fan's standpoint. I don't know about a coach. What's that like? You know, when he had a couple of times tonight where it was looking like maybe 5 or 6 yard loss, and boom, it'd explode for a big game.
This is true. I feel like I'm watching flag football out there sometimes, where you're like, no, don't run backwards, and then he's got enough speed and quickness to be able to get that edge and just try to get positive yards. As long as he keeps the ball covered, I guess I'm okay with it. But yeah, he's very exciting, and I think that was one of the changes we made from week 1 to week 2, mainly trying to use him as a receiver because of his speed. And then he got 2 carries last week, and he averaged, I think it was about 23 yards a carry. So we put him in the backfield to see what he could do, and he did a great job.
Forced a lot of turnovers tonight. 8 takeaways, 2 picks, 6 fumble recoveries. That's always going to be a winning formula there.
Yes, it's hard not to do well when we have the ball more than the other team, of course. So it's one of the number one stats. If you win the turnover battle, that you're going to win the game.
Obviously, there's going to be some time to review film between now and the start of practice next week, but anything you can think of right now that you're really hoping to maybe improve on, that you can iron out as you go through the next week of practice?
First thing that comes to mind is our passing game. I think our timing is just a little bit off. We had a good idea that when we spread everybody out, they're going to bring the blitz. They're going to bring the heat. We're not quite sure where. So this last week, we really emphasized our quarterback, Gus, getting rid of the ball on time. And I told the defensive coordinator, Coach Kenyon, to bring it. Just blitz anytime you want, because he's got to learn. This is really his team now. He's got to learn that he's got to get rid of the ball because he doesn't like to get hit, and who does? So he's been a lot better at getting it out and giving the wide receivers a chance to make a play.
Coach, thanks a bunch for your time. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.